welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today. Well, we'll be doing probably a quick-ish customization in Happy Home Paradise because it's a weekend and, you know, it's Saturday. Everybody customise on Saturday. I don't know, it doesn't really roll off the tongue, which is probably why Rebecca Black decided to sing about Friday and how everyone gets down on Friday instead of customising in Happy Home Paradise. Where's this bit going? I have literally no idea. I think it's kind of a bit DOA. But yeah, I don't know, what can we talk about in the first few minutes? Apparently, you know, Wizards of the Coast, they went back on the changing the open game license, as I understand it, which, you know, this sounds like a pretty good thing. I'm surprised that even happened in the first place, but hey ho, here we go. Hello everyone, right now in Fawnhollow, it's 2:07 PM on Saturday, January 28th, 2023. Surprising that even happened in the first place, and surprising I even went back on it. As always with these sort of things, you sort of just like narrow your eyes and being like, you might be back on it now, but I bet you're going to try and sneak it out in a change in the future when, you know, all the outrage has died down about it. You know, it's just what these big companies do when they want to really, really make us change, eh? Or not, I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes. I always love to be proven wrong if being proven wrong means it's a good thing in the end. But yeah. What did you do customization? What did I do yesterday in the evening, you might ask? Not very much. I played some games with my friends, played some TFT. It's interesting because obviously, you know, if you've been watching for a really long time, you know I used to play a lot of ranked TFT, and then I kind of around set 3, set 4ish, and then I just kind of stopped playing because I kind of played it in waves. I played a lot in set 1, and then I did not play all of set 2, and I played in set 3.5 at the end and the beginning of set 4, but I just stopped playing in the last half of set 4, and then I basically haven't played to really much at all until recently, where, you know, my friends are picking it up all over again. No, some of my friends are picking it up and playing it a lot, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll join in. It's fine. It's, you know, I still have the same sort of outlook I suppose I had on TFT before, where I was just Teamfight Tactics, if you don't know what I'm talking about, where I'm just like, you know, and it's a nice game, but it's not a game I care to play all that much unless it's with friends. And even then it's very casually, and even then I kind of play I sometimes play a game simultaneously on the side at the same time, because, you know, you can do it. It's a good thing about TFT is because it's turn-based. There's very few times where you need to actively be playing all the time. So, you know, of course, me being who I am, I'm just like, why would I play one game when I could be more efficient and be playing 2 games I want to play at the same time? Honestly, it makes no sense, but, you know, I am as I made me. But anyway, let's do a customization. I saw we had Scoot, who I assume has an ice hockey rink, and Tippy, who's been here all the time. She's got a cat ranger farm, a pool. Okay, fair enough. Rock and roll. Okay, well, Wolfgang, I guess we had to do your customization. So we have done an incredible amount of music, especially rock-based ones. It's insane how many we've done. I feel like compared to other aesthetics, that is certainly up there. I feel like we've done 6 of them. For really no apparent reason. So let's try and put you in, I don't know, we're going to have to sort of nail on a different concept for you. Who's the one we did most recently? It was Matilda's or something? We put you over here? Okay, so we're going to put you in, I don't know, why don't we put you in a winter area, and we'll give you a winter rock and roll stage. Also, hold on, I should switch Joy-Cons because these are drifty Joy-Cons, hold on. Okay, Joy-Con switched, and Joy-Con switch. You know, 1, 2, not 1, 2, switch. You remember those old adverts? Anyway, what am I talking about? I want to do one of these. I don't really know which one in particular. I think I'll just go with this one because I don't know. Because there's one very good way, I suppose, of making a very different aesthetic. I can't really remember. So we've done a garage band with, I can't remember, it was Chiefs or maybe it wasn't Chiefs. It was another wolf, I think. Then Astrid, I think that was Astrid. We did another band. You know, at some point we should figure out which 5 people are in a rock and roll band, and actually make our customizations linked to each other, I suppose. Because we chose 5 random people, right, for Astrid's one or something. I don't really remember. Anyway, rock and roll arena. I literally don't know how we're gonna make this different from other ones. This is it. Hopefully there's something to give us a little bit of different inspiration in these sort of things, but it looks very similar. I guess we could try and make it a bit retro. It's sort of what I don't know, this is very, very sort of 90s punk rock and roll, isn't it? That's kind of what it looks like. Rockabilly. I genuinely don't even know. I wish I remembered what Astrid's one looked like. Is that name even Astrid? She might have been Matilda, I don't remember. But because my hunch is to try and make this sort of 80s, 90s-ish. I guess that's not like super retro, but still. I'm just trying to sort of think about how to make us. I could try and make it a bit more grungy, I suppose. That could be interesting. It's got hard. It's hard. We can make it a central based stage. That could be interesting. Or we can make it so that like that's a walkway from outside to inside. I don't really know. Part of me kind of wants to go see what the other rock and roll sort of like customizations I've done are, just so I have an idea of like what not to do. In fact, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go pause because that will take me forever. I done even more music things than customizations than I thought, and also I don't remember most of these customizations. So, but the ones I'm chiefly looking at are Chief's Garage Space, which is very sort of grungy. It kind of looks like, you know, it's a garage band. It makes sense. Ashford's kind of looks a bit metally. It is what I'd say. Not extremely. I mean, we don't have that like huge a variety of options, I think. And Weber's one is a jazz bar. I also know we have Becky's like choir practice, and there's another one which I can't remember. But I was like, oh, those are very like different. Ashino stage for Japan, which is obviously Japanese inspired. So I think we're going to try and basically not. It's just going to be another stage. I'm going to be honest. It genuinely is just going to be another stage, but I'm going to make it at least a bit of a different stage by making it a round-based stage. I'm going to do it like this. Am I going to do it like this? Did I use a club wall and asteroids? I don't know. I'm actually just literally about to do the same thing. I basically just want to make it a bit more like cool, like smooth cool, you know. I guess sort of like a retro charm to it rather than necessarily asteroids much more hardcore sort of thing going on. So I want to kind of make, I'm going to do a different layout where I make this front part of the stage, yes, and then it's facing the audience there, so it's like you're coming onto the stage from this perspective. At least that's what I got in mind. So I'm just trying to find where the wooden things are, these sort of things, because then annoyingly it's going to block off a club flooring, so we might actually use a different flooring in the end. But it's going to be like this, where the band perform like this, and there's going to be people all around. It's a bit of a small stage, actually. Yeah, well, we're going to change it from club flooring to something else, because club flooring just doesn't work if we block it off like this. And then, you know, the rest is going to be like sort of people vibing out, is how I describe it. Might make us a bit wider, because otherwise it's a bit narrow, isn't it? But, you know, it's one of those, one of these sort of like circular-esque stages. I mean, we don't have to make a circular, we could do it like this. Because I think it's a bit more visually interesting, isn't it? You know? We're basically trying to do something different. And then I'll do the old classic of probably putting mannequins in to simulate a crowd. Or not, I don't know. I don't want to use this club flooring. I think we're going to go with a bit more of a, like a dusty brown sort of vibe, I think. We want it obviously to be a rock venue. Rubber tile is interesting. I don't really know what to make of that. If it didn't have that bright white thing, then it'd be fine. So we're trying to make this retro, so we should probably try and use one of these, like vinyl floorings, I think. I guess we're using black and blue. This one might fit a bit better. I'm not really sure. I think that fits probably a bit better. But basically I'm just trying to do this from the performer's perspective rather than necessarily the audience's perspective, which it's a way to make it different, at least, because all the other ones have been very much from the audience's perspective. So of course we're going to put dividers, silver dividers. Basically the concept I'm going for is things should look sleek, I guess is how I describe it. Everything should look sleek and elegant rather than necessarily, you know, hardcore or, you know, a bit grungy. It's perhaps what I say. I don't really know. So I'm tempted to use this sort of black and brown sort of colour scheme as a main colour scheme rather than anything particularly outrageously colourful. Everything's sleek, so we don't use stickers and stuff like that. That's at least what I got in mind, and we'll have things be like well lit up, etc., etc. So we don't need another electric. So that's a rock guitar. We'll need an electric bass. It's probably chic white. Oh no, sunburst. Why not? Everything is sunburst. This is basically why. These are the vibes we're going for. And then we're gonna have a microphone. So I pick up the microphone. I was just trying to see which one we used in Astrid's one. We used the other one for Astrid's one, so I guess we'll use this one for you. Just doing our best to make it different. I guess you can have a DJ instead of a pianist, right? Why not? Change things up. So we're using brown, I suppose, as a sort of primary colour. So we're going to use a chic logo. Okay, what about this? Yeah, here we go. Oh gosh, I didn't know this played music. Okay, and then a drum kit. Which again, we're trying to get that sort of sunburst coloration. It's not really, so I guess we'll go with natural wood, and then we'll go with black with logo? Vintage logo? Okay, sure, why not? It's just... There we go. So something like this feels okay. Actually, I'm going to move this back a little bit, because otherwise it's not going to fit. So it doesn't have a piano, this has this instead. We're going to have... Just for practical purposes, we're going to have this as a runway up. It's going to be fenced in a little bit. And because we've got so much space to work with, we can actually narrow it down a little bit. And then, you know, people can be here. I don't know if watching a rock concert from behind is all that entertaining, but whatever. So we're not going to put all of too much of this rock-based stuff in. Oh, we could put like box corner sofas. You know, this is like the VIP section where they chill from behind. I don't know if this has a brown coloration, so I guess we kind of have to use blue. This is too bright though, isn't it? I hate that contrast. I want something with like a brown fabric color. Yeah, okay, perfect. Black and brown, silver and brown. I think silver and brown is fine. Something like this. People are sort of just chilling back here. There's a VIP booths or whatever. I don't know which way around makes more sense. Maybe something like this makes more sense. Make it like a corner sitting area. And then we could put like a house plant or something. In the corner. Almost makes me kind of want to use a different flooring. Or maybe a different stage colour. That's an interesting idea actually. Hold on, get rid of these. Maybe we don't use a blackwood stage flooring. Maybe we use a dark brown. These are also bright colours though. Like maybe this, but no, I'm not a super fan of that. I think probably what we should do is, we can stick with these, but I think we should probably change at least the wallpaper to maybe not be so dark. I don't know if I want that sort of brown though. I'm not really sure what I want. I just know I don't want it too bright, but I want it quite plain. I kind of like this one, but I think it's a bit too bright. This is a little bit retro, doesn't it? I'm just, you know, I'm really much trying to sort of go for a different vibe, just to differentiate it. That's too classy. We can't have it be this too classy. Because it shouldn't look like a house, I should say. It should still look like a performance area in my mind. Interesting. We could have it actually as like a rooftop. That's an interesting idea. Get rid of that accent wall. Have it be a rooftop. Like a skyscraper rooftop performance thing. That's cool. That is an interesting idea. You know what? We're going to roll with it. We had to move everything in a little bit because now we're going to have to put a fence around the outside. Unless I want people falling off, which I don't. So we're going to have to do something like this. That back wall will probably... We'll do something different with. Actually, what we'll do, we'll probably put columns down now I think about it. So that back wall will have an accent wall of, I don't know, like maybe the apartment building background. That'll look quite interesting. So just do something like this, you know, shift it in a little bit. We'll put columns in the corners to give the impression of, I don't know, some sort of structural stability. Okay, so where's that apartment complex? You know the one, the window one. This one. That doesn't make any sense. I need like an outside wall. Yeah, wait, I need like an outside wall. Future tech doesn't make sense. I need like the opposite. I need something which like looks into a building, which would. I guess that doesn't really make sense in terms of what's going on. A chain link fence would be nice. Okay, you know, I guess we'll roll with a chain link fence. We'll just sort of pretend it's actually up in the air. Don't think about it too hard, you know. Just don't think about it. Or we could do partitions. I'm just trying to think how this will work. Partitions of... Okay, you know what? I had a brilliant idea. I'm not sure if it's actually brilliant or it's silly, but... it's provocative. We are going to move everything forward one, including the stage, but not the fences. Just forward a tad. I also accidentally shifted everything to the left. Or did I? Wait, what? Doesn't seem right. How? What have I done? What? How have things got like offset from each other now? I don't know. Anyway, the idea I had was we give this like a normal outside wall color like this, and then we grab partition walls to make it look like it's just a smaller building than it actually is, you know. Something like this. And now it looks like it's just part of a building. You get me? You get what I'm putting down? Even I don't know what I'm putting down. At the very least, you can't say this isn't an interesting way of doing it. But we do something like this. Put another fence there, and we good. There's a bit of space there, but, you know, there's not really much I think we can do about that. Because then, now it kind of looks like it's a rooftop building. Well, a little bit. Like you're coming out a building. To here. We still kind of need to put fencing down. That just kind of like logically makes sense. Oh my gosh, these Joy-Cons are becoming incredibly drifty as well. So there you go. That's how we make it different. We've made it a rooftop performance, in which case we probably don't need these fences anymore, I would say. This is where, you know, the rest of the bandmates, the crewmates, the bandmates hang out. An amp. Stage lights, yeah. You know, and then people are like watching from, I don't know, down below. Ooh, not quite enough room for what I want, so we'll just center it like this. I'll pretend that seems reasonable. I don't know where we put the amp. I guess there. So we could put the amps here and there. Oh, that's just in a different position. That's why it wasn't working properly. And then back here we can put stage lights, sure, studio spotlights, just like lighting everyone up. I think we do need to move the drums and this thing backwards. Otherwise there just won't be enough room. I think probably what I want to do is I want to make it feel like evening time. So we're going to do this. We're obviously going to do city. I think a dark wood walkway makes the most sense. And then... because I think being bright orange does feel reasonable. And then I don't know necessarily what colour we want with this. Maybe yellow. I need to see like a rooftop stage. I kind of want like a laser machine, but I don't think that's a thing in Animal Crossing. I kind of want it to be sunset. I guess it's also now winter, but we might just make it a non-winter setting. I don't really know. Orange seems okay. Okay, let's do orange. Let's make a load of orange lights to fit the vibes of us, what we're going on. I also think we should probably change the flooring now from this to like a stone, a concrete flooring. You get me? Ramshackle? No. Dirt? No. What? What's wrong with me? Where's concrete? Broken stone path? Where is concrete? It's probably up now I think about it, because it's not an animated one. Just something dark. Something that would be like, yeah, this feels reasonable for a rooftop. Like, that feels okay, but it's not like... I mean, steel is interesting, actually, but... I think it doesn't quite fit the rest of the vibe, unfortunately, which I got going on. There's a bit of a mixed vibe, I'll give you that much. Old stone flooring sounds quite interesting. It's a bit bright, though. I do at least want to compare it to the concrete flooring to see if it's what I like, but where's concrete floor? Isn't concrete floor a thing? Maybe I just made this up. Does this not exist? I might have gone past it. Hold on, let's see. Otherwise I guess we'll just roll with a stone flooring. It's fine. It's a bit brighter than I wanted. Black brick. Oh, black brick probably looks a bit better. I think that looks a bit cleaner. So we'll go with that. The perforated card also, maybe that accent wall could be a different thing. It needs to something like a brick wall, I suppose. That would probably make the most sense, right? Because that actually looks like a... Yeah, okay. I think that sells the illusion a bit better. So we probably... Okay, what else do we have to put in? Is there anything else we have? There's nothing else we have to put in, which is good. That's good. Floor monitors, I think, are always a good idea. To make sure that they got the good sound. This stuff we can put outside, we'll just like pretend it's up like the floor or whatever. Could have used a black mat, I think, instead, but oh well, it's a bit late now. I think that's fine. I do want to put some things on the wall here, I think. Just to really sort of sell that illusion, but I'm just trying to think what would make sense. What would you see on the outside? Like an air ventilation shaft? Like or like that little fan thing, a security camera? I think that's reasonable. And then I want to put like the little fan thing. The vent fan. I was trying to think what else you might see on the outside. Here it is. I guess we'll go with orange. A corner there. What else would you see on the outside? Of like a rooftop building. I can't really think of anything else which would really make sense. Like, maybe you could do a fire exit sign, but we use fire exit sign all the time. We can't use it again. We can't put anything else on the other walls. Unfortunately, we've had to sort of floating. We probably could put ceiling stuff down, actually. We could put the birds down. Just to show how high up we are. Is there an orange bird? There's a red bird. Just seeing if there's an orange one. Oh, a brown bird. Fits the colour scheme a bit better. Just have sort of like a load of birds flying up ahead. Just to be like, yep, we're really high up in the city now, you know. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think it sells the impression well. Is there just anything else we want to add in? Not really much. Do we want to polish anything? That's a good question. I don't really think so. Maybe... Because I always want to zap you electronic, but then it looks like you're malfunctioning. Which is not really what I want. Zap-o-matic? That's literally what I just did. I want to be something like you're rocking. But... I don't know, stress buzz? That looks like something good stinky. We could do chatterbug, but that doesn't really make sense. Looks like you're giving a speech. Part of me is also tempted to replace those sofas or something, but I don't really know what. Like maybe tables with like other accessory sort of esque things on. I don't know why I know for wall shelf with bottles is a recommended item, but yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's get rid of these. Ironwork table. I don't know if this has a brown customization. It doesn't. Cool low table might do. Brown, okay. And then we could put like there. Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing silver. Nude black as the accent colour. Brown and silver. I'm not sure if we've done this colour scheme before. And then we just pop down things, you know, like donation box. Yeah, you know, because there's still a little bit of an indie rock band, you know. That's how they get the ticket money. So this stuff over here can be the professional mixing equipment. I don't really want any of those colours. I guess green fits a tiny bit better because it's got like kind of orangey browns on there, but unfortunately it doesn't quite fit the way I want it to. I'm pretty sure the headphones has a brown coloration. Yeah, there we go. We'll do black and red. Black and red. And then over here we can put like a drink or something. Fire extinguisher. Always want safety. Maybe as a legal code you've got to have that there. It'd be nice if we could put like wall sockets down above this. I think that would make the most sense. But I think that's fine. I do kind of want to move the camera. I don't really like it being right there in the middle. I think it's fine like that. Maybe I will just put an exit sign here. I'm going to be honest. It's even recommended. It doesn't really make much sense, but let's just say they like used a fire exit to get out on here in the first place. I also need to give you an outfit. Absolutely, I'm giving you those aviator shades, which is not even an option. I don't know why Pixel. Okay, pilot shades are there. I'm not giving you a Sculpty. I'm going to be honest. Okay, let's see what we can give you. Honestly, a flight jacket's pretty cool already. My hunch is some sort of leathery jacket like this. Makes the most sense. And then I want to give you pilot shades. Ladder shades are quite funny. Unfortunately, we don't have quite a coloration that I think would work. I think, look at that. It looks pretty suave. Okay. Okay, what we can do outside? That's a good question. I don't really know. But we're also going to change things on winter. I know we chose a winter acre, but we're now going to change it to autumn. And we are going to... I don't really know what to do outside, I'm going to be honest. I'm always lost on what to do with the outside when the customization is very, very much defined by the inside. And we're going to do it during sunset. Raining? No, not raining. That's too heavy. We need you to be big, because we need to pretend that you are somehow a skyscraper. It'd be nice if we could have skyscraper, or much more modern-esque building design as an option. Wait, you need a flat roof. None of these have a flat roof. Okay, this house is just going to be a facsimile, or what it could be. I guess we'll go with a brown one. I don't want that natural panel siding. I kind of want like stone. You'll still find stone. My heart of stone. Come break me. I guess we have to make it just like a city street. Come break me stone. And how do the lyrics go? When the fires burn, when the wind has blown, when the water's dry, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. I feel like it's what we always do for a street. Such that it's probably gotten a little bit boring and stale, but you should just give us more street options if you want me to do something different, you know? Definitely changes to like, I don't want blue steel. Can we have like red steel? Red steel. Perfect. Then we're going to have... Oh, a wooden plank doesn't look like a street though. I should really just like bite the bullet and actually just make like a tarmac looking customization path. So we don't have to use this one. all the time pretending it's a street when it's not. So let's just pretend those are roads. Don't think about it too hard. Also, I have realised that those might all be backwards. Those are indeed all backwards. You say we're perfect, a perfect family. You hold us close for the world to see. Okay, what else can we do? City lights, city street. Should we just do the thing we always do? The thing we always do, Pinky. We'll always just put a load of cars down, or mannequins. But no, and genuinely, I don't really like using mannequins as people because it just looks really uncanny. I'm going to be honest. If anything, I'd prefer just to take a picture of more people here, but that's not always possible. So I guess I'll just put like garbage cans. It'd be nice if we could have like the big I don't know even what they're called, the big bins which you often see in like alleyways and that sort of thing. I don't know why this is necessarily my instinct when it's like, oh, we need to make like a city. Let's put rubbish down to make it look like absolute garbage. I feel like that's, you know, perhaps a bit misleading of what a city actually is. You know, cities have more than just garbage. It's garbage people. No, joking. It doesn't make any sense. Vending machines. I'll be honest. I don't think like I ever see vending machines out in a city. But they're always inside shopping centres that I can think of. Like, genuinely, I just cannot think of a time I've seen like a vending machine just like on the street. Apart from in Japan, which is probably why it's an option. I guess for Japan. And people parking a scooter here feels fine. I guess it's kind of retro. I mean, I guess it's kind of retro. It is quite retro, you know. Oh, wrong button. Let us see what else can we do. Construction site. Sure, why not? It's not like we're ever going to use this other stuff for other stuff. So, you know, the bulldozer. Maybe they're clearing away from, I don't know, something cool. Don't think about it too hard, okay? Just sit there, be happy, be like, whoa, construction. I like it when the truck goes beep beep. And you'd be like, that's not right. The truck goes, yeah, I think so. From Bother Builder, you know that? But, he doesn't say that anymore, doesn't it? And didn't they change it so that he would be more positive? I don't know if I just made it up in my head. Or if that actually happened, but it feels like it happened. Oh, a safety barrier probably makes a lot of sense, huh? What? What? I guess we'll use a yellow one, but... You say we're perfect, a perfect family. You hold us close for the world to see. Something when you said a storm could come too. You lift me high, you let me fall. Like, I don't know, maybe they're building another skyscraper here or something. I'm not in urban planning. And then we'll do some casual, we'll put some like street spot. Oh, wait, hold on. Street lights, people, up and down the boulevard. I guess this is probably the most retro one, kind of. Put one here, put one here, pop one down here. I think we're good. I think we're good. Definitely should have chose a different area, I would say. I mean, it's a bit empty at this front, but I don't know. I don't know. No one cares about the outside of this. Let's be honest. We're all here for the inside rock concert. Rooftop rock band. I really hope someone else doesn't have a customization prompt of rooftop rock band, because if so, we are doomed. Okay, we're not actually doomed, but you know what I mean. Just sort of like you know, I don't even know what we'll do for that then. If that's the case, we're gonna have to go with a different vibe. But here we go. I'm happy at least that I managed to get a different vibe. Do I think it's the best customization? No, I think it's a bit boring, a bit plain, but it's different, which is why I like it. And actually, it's a very interesting concept of basically using the partitions in an inverse of what you usually do. Because normally you use a partition to block off, and then you have like accent wall as a cityscape, and you block off part of a cityscape because normally on the inside. But now on the outside, we've inverted it and used the partition as the cityscape, and the accent wall as the actual interior brick design. And with that, it makes it, you know, it gives it that sort of like rooftop building shape. That's what I think, at least. And it's such a simple thing, but I'm just like, it actually works surprisingly well, you know? Especially when I change it from corkboard to brick. Yeah, let's take some photos. I have put the lockbox down backwards, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. What am I doing? What? That's not my camera option. Okay. Camera. You? Wait. I need to move you. I need to, for one, get rid of myself. You. I need to be here. Pro camera. Let me just sneak right by you. Do something like this. And I think we'll do this. I just want one where your mouth is open, so it actually looks like you're rocking out, you know? Having the time of your life. You're like, yeah, this is it. This is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. I'm heading back. Hey, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one indeed. Stretching. At least it feels like it's a different enough divergence from the other musical ones we've done. There's so many musical-based ones. But the only reason I feel like they blend together a little bit is more. It's not due to the fact that there's not like that musical prompts in general blend together. It's the fact that we don't have a lot of variety of options, because every time it's just like, oh, I want like a band practice one. It's sort of just like, okay, well, we have to use this guitar. There's only 2 types of guitar. There's only one bass. There's one drum. There's one keyboard. So and there's 2 microphones. So it's like, okay, well, you know, the options just aren't really there. I'm not really sure what else we could do about that necessarily, because I guess, you know, instruments are instruments, but I don't know. Anyway, well, we're going to talk to people, see if they actually give us rugs and stuff. Because I think someone mentioned, I don't know if it's a comment I might have replied to yet, because I have read, oh, my inventory is so full. Is the fact that basically it might have been because my inventory was full that I couldn't actually end up talking to anyone. I think, wait, can we sell stuff to Wilbur? Or can we not? I might have just made it up. But so, if so, we should probably do that. I don't really care about the loss of money. No, I can't. It seems like... Okay, well, we'll go back. I will sell this stuff after the episode. So at least tomorrow's episode in Happy in Paradise, I can actually get the rugs. And then eventually I can become the pro customizer, which we looked up last week, and how to do. And it's basically, I just need to get more of the things, and then eventually I'll do enough customizations to get over that threshold. But yes, I do need to clear my inventory. It's a fine one, I think I did today. Again, not one of my favorite. I don't think it's like outstanding there for creativity, but just that little small thing I done. I was like, you know, that's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm going to round off this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Twitter and Discord down below. Hope we see each other again. But for now, so farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.